Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. All right. Good morning, traders. How are y'all doing today? Today is December 15th, 2025, and it's a Monday. We're excited to have another day trading session with you all. Welcome. All right. QQQ pushing up to 618. Market opens in about 2 minutes here. So we're going to see how high can this go. Are we going to get some more selling pressure, or is this going to continue to push up as it's been doing in those overnight hours? Nice gap up from 612 to 615 and still pushing. That's very nice to see. Bitcoin also not pushing up as much as we'd like it to, but it is pushing. And we are getting new members here in the Discord. 686 total members. We're almost to 1,000 members in the Discord. Almost have 1,000 LTE members. That is just amazing. All right, let's get to trading. Everything looks good. Everything's green. We are live. You guys should be able to hear me okay and see me okay. Cool. Bitcoin selling off slightly. I'd love to try to take a position in MSTZ again. It doesn't mean I'm going to. We need Bitcoin to sell off a little bit more. Get below that moving average, which looks like it's trying to. Go, we could see a nice little bounce below. MSTR could follow. And there we go, markets are open. Ooh. MSTR coming down. See if we get a bounce here on this. On Bitcoin, let's see, QQQ. Also, I believe QQQ will sell off some more. Now QQQ is at 0.67% at the open. We'll see if it holds, or does it sell off? Open door selling off. Sound also selling off a little bit more. Love to see it. LUNR selling off. SoFi. It's going to be probably a selling kind of day. We'll see what happens. Does this hold? Or does it not? Remember, we want to trade direction. What direction is the market going to take? Looks like Bitcoin is also struggling to hold at 89,000. Was up to 89.9 previously. Getting some resistance. Nice little overbought reversal because it was down to 87, pushed up at 90, and it can actually come all the way back down. See this sell off pretty aggressively here. Bitcoin selling off. Do we take another trade? An MSTZ? Should have got a few shares here at 1330. QQQ slightly selling off. Tesla reaching 479 resistance. Holy moly, look at Tesla pushing. Beautiful. That is great. It is building a nice overbought reversal potentially forming. Nvidia coming back down a little bit after a nice push up. QQQ beginning to sell off. Yeah, I would say we get 50 shares of MSTZ at 1370. It is a bit on the higher side right now. Would have been nice to buy at 1330s. Here we go. I'm gonna buy another 50 shares of MSTZ. MSTR is gonna have a rough day today. Bitcoin selling off, a nice big push down. Here we go. It's gonna be a very quick trade. MSTR coming back down. MSTZ pushing up. It's hitting 1392. Can we see it go higher than this? Yes, we can. I would love to see this push up even higher. 5–10% would be okay with me. With 1300. Bitcoin trying to push. I just don't think it's going to happen today. MSTR is following. Nice pullback, especially following Friday's low. Pushing up on Friday, 8.5%. Giving it all back, down 7%. So Bitcoin is trying to push up slightly here. We'll see what happens. If it gets rejected off of this level again, I believe it can. Could also shoot up, but I think it's going to keep getting rejected from this level here. Now we could see signs of an oversold reversal. Seeing some support potentially around this level. We'll see what happens. Does it get rejected again? Looks like it's getting rejected slightly. Pushing. Okay. Bit of a big reaction here. Look at these two green candles. Very big green candles. Shoots right back up. Now, I would have paid to be patient instead of buying up at these highs to wait and buy those lows, 1330 to 1380. That was $50 right there. Nice green candle here. Look at that green candle. I'm gonna buy another 10 shares at this level right here. This is where I should have bought. I should have waited to be patient to buy that. Right, a nice short. But this can also go further down, so I'm just gonna wait and see. We're gonna hold. We are shorting MSTR by trading MSTZ. Do believe that was an overreaction here. That we can pull another leg down for Bitcoin. And MSTR can come down even more. And there we go. MSTR dropping once again. Nice big rejection. It's confirming that resistance level on that moving average. Now pushing up. Again, could have been a little bit more patient, buying at those 1330s instead of buying at 1360s and 70s, but that's okay. Here we go. Very simple trade setup here. Bitcoin coming back down. Huge overreaction here. And Bitcoin's volatility anyways, it's very volatile. So we'd love to see the volatility. We're going to go ahead and get rid of this line here. Because I do believe this can have another big leg down. Doesn't mean it has to happen, but it's definitely possible. Come on, MSTR, drop a little bit more for us here. Looks like it's trying to find a little bit of support here. But as Bitcoin begins to go down, MSTZ will also begin to go up, and vice versa. There we go, Bitcoin coming back down. And there we go, nice big sell-off here. Again, being patient would have paid. Buying at this 1330 low, we would have already been up $30 or $40 on this quick movement. But again, it could have also sold off. So there's no point in rushing it. I added into my position. I waited for it to pull back. I added a little bit more. And now we went from down 36 to only down 5. So let's see if we can continue. There we go. Nice leg down from MSTR due to Bitcoin coming back down. Okay, we'll see what happens here. Another big leg down from Bitcoin coming soon. Love to see that here. Just needs to get below this moving average one more time. Doesn't have to happen, so be careful. See how it's testing this moving average. MSTR. Again, love to see another leg down. Sound is going off. Sound is selling off. Very nice. Here we go. Getting below this level here. See another leg down. I'd love to see it. MSTZ pushing down. Trying to hold, but looking like it's having some trouble here. There we go. Bitcoin selling off. Back to where it was previously. Nice big move up. Nice big move down. Just need one good trade to the downside. Very choppy at this level right now. No clear sign of direction just yet. NASDAQ is looking pretty weak here though. Along with Bitcoin, it is looking weak. Big red candle. Love to see this go below the moving average. Anything can happen. This can either run up or this can push down. Looks like QQQ is going to try to bounce off of this level here. Doesn't mean it has to. MSTR is trying to bounce with it. And there we go. We are in the green for the first time today. Again, being more patient or being a little quicker, right? Buying at the 1330s, we could already be up that $40 on this move here. But we were not patient for the pullback, and we were not quick enough for the push up. But we are still seeing some good progress here from MSTR on the downside. There we go. That's what we like to see. Bitcoin selling off. Could not get that moving average up. Just hit our price alert here, so we're going to bring this down a little bit more. We want to see a pretty aggressive sell-off here for our trade to make sense, and I think we can get it. And there we go, MSTR selling off. Very nice. Back to Thursday's low. We're up $20 on the day. We're going to go ahead and sell. Here we go. Bitcoin below that level now. Just need one more leg down. Just keep pushing down. There we go. Another leg down for Bitcoin. Big leg down. Which means MSTR should follow. Yep, look at this. Another leg down for Bitcoin. There we go. MSTR needs to follow. It's weird, at one point we were up 20, now it says 15. There we go. Big move. 1396. MSTZ is up 5%, and we're only up 2, right? So we could have been up $50. But I'll take the 30. We're going to sell 14 right here at $13.99. $14. Holy moly. There we go. There we go. Bitcoin selling off even more. MSTR trying to recover but not looking so good. We get another 14. I'm going to sell here at 14. I'm going to let 10 shares ride. I know 10 shares isn't a lot, but we're already up 2%. I'll take it. And we're completely out of our position here. Up $31. We made 50 on Friday, so not bad. 2% on the day. But you see how I kind of missed that move? I'll take 2% though. Why? Because Bitcoin can potentially bounce right back off, right? Bitcoin can come right back up to retest, just as it had this big green candle and a big red candle. This thing can recover and go right back up to where it was. Same with MSTR. Now, if I want to get back in, I could always get back in. This can sell off lower, and I don't want to force the trade. QQQ also trying to find some support here at 614. Doesn't mean it has to. I mean, everything can continue to sell off more. This is just the beginning of the day. I mean, we can totally see this sell off more. And it looks like QQQ is trying to find some support here. At the same coin, Bitcoin's selling off. Okay, nice little move here. MSTR just struggling, right? Struggling to sell off lower, trying to hold. That's why I got out of my MSTZ position where I did. Nothing wrong with that. It was a solid trade, up $32. Now, of course, this can rip back up. We could always buy back in, but I don't want to buy at these overbought levels on MSTZ, right? MSTR can rip back up very easily. Doesn't look like it's going to anytime soon. It could come all the way back down. And there we go, a nice big sell-off here again. Bitcoin still selling off. Another big leg down. And that's just it. I may have locked in profits a little bit too early. But these candles are nuts. These candles are insane. Same thing that happened on, what was it, Friday? I bought and sold at a very small level here. Let's see, show orders, cost basis. So I literally bought at this level and sold right here, and it pushed up, another 40 cents. So that would have been another $40. So instead of making 50 on Friday, I would have made 90. And then today, same thing, right? I bought a little bit too high. I bought up at those 1370 levels, 1379. I bought a little bit more at 1338, and then I sold at 14. I sold right at 14, which was a round number, and it pushed up another 30 cents. So that would have been $60 on the day, right? So you just never know. I could have actually sold half and let the other half ride. I could have had a moving stop loss, right? A stop price. But I had an average of 1371, so it would have been up a nice 4%, about $60. Still happy though with the 30 bucks I made. Nothing wrong with being in the green, and that's going to set ourselves up for a nice week here. Look at that green candle though. Beautiful move. Just wish I would have bought more at those 1330s, because then we would have been up 60 plus another 30. That would have been $90 today, which is fine. There's always more trades to take. But see this, each time this moved, I thought it would turn against me and I'd give all my profits back. And that's one thing I didn't want to do, was give back all my profits. But Bitcoin is still selling off. Look at this huge candle. Huge candle back to 87. So being more aggressive at the beginning at these lows and holding a little longer and being patient. So being more aggressive to start and being more patient. You know, definitely missed out on more selling pressure, but at the same time, it's sold off enough that now it's oversold. It could rip back up. If I were to get in now, giving back all my profits. It could continue to sell off, but at the same time, I just want to respect it and play it safe. Man, that's tough to look at. I should have did a trailing stop loss here. Sold 109 shares at $14. $13. Or another $30. So I missed out on 60. It would have been a $100 day today. Could also went red too if I didn't lock in profits, right? I've had plenty of days where it's come all the way back down and I've missed those opportunities. See, like this, I was not wanting to see one of those red candles. Because this one right here got me. It was like started to push up and I was like, uh-oh. And then immediately sold off, so yeah, it happens. FOMO hitting hard for sure. We called it that this could go up even higher. Looks like QQQ is also selling off. It's going to be a red kind of day. Woo. Good Bitcoin. Wow, another 40, $50. Holy moly. Holy moly. Look at this sell-off. Man. It broke that support. Look at that. Huge sell-off. Wow. Another $50. From 1330s to 1450s. $120 day on Bitcoin sell-off. Congrats to anyone who took that trade. Congrats. Mm, crazy. Yep. And we figured it would get rejected off of this moving average, and it did. Now we can see this come all the way back down even more. But see, I didn't want this to happen. A big green candle pushing up. Because it could happen, right? MSTR trying to recover. Wow. Having a stop loss would have been better off. Making sure that I just keep increasing my stop, selling 50, maybe locking in half, letting it ride up, would have resulted in another at least $25. But still happy with my trade. Beautiful trade. Beautiful move. All right, well, that is our live stream. We've been live for 31 minutes. We captured a nice solid trade, made some decent money. We left a lot on the table, but it's all about consistency and showing up. If I didn't show up today, we wouldn't even made any money. If I wasn't patient, I could have sold down here for a $30 loss. So this was actually a $60 swing. Being patient, down $30, waiting for it to recover. This could have been even worse, right? This could have been down and it could have continued to sell off, thinking it would recover, and it didn't. And then what would I have done? Would I have done a good job by managing my risk? I've had a stop loss set. Also, could have made a lot more money by simply holding this, increasing my stop loss. Could have made 5-6% instead of 2%, right? So it's all psychological game that we play with ourselves, right? I could have got at a lower position and been up 60. I could have held longer and been up 120, and that's okay, right? We had 120 shares, and we could have made a very nice amount. It's up almost 10% on the day. Could have made 100, 130, 140, $150, but there's always going to be other opportunities in the market. Woo. Beautiful, beautiful move again that we captured from Bitcoin. Just beautiful. The same way we captured it on Friday right here. But see how swift of a comeback it goes, right? Pushes up, sells off, immediately ripped back up, sold off. It's been selling off, it didn't ripped up, and then we had a huge candle. This could have took all day for this to work. There's no reason saying that this had to play out right now in the last 30 minutes. It could have taken all day. And then what I've done? Would I have been more patient? Doesn't mean I would have necessarily been more patient. Now I could have actually got back in and did a better job of maybe jumping back in when we seen this thing pushing up, or not selling all my shares at this level, or having a nice trailing stop loss as it pushes up, raising my stop loss. So food for thought, but we still did a good job by making some cash. So appreciate your guys' time. Hope to see you all in the live stream again tomorrow. Have a great day, and we got some recap videos and some other videos coming out for you today. All right, thank you for your time and have a great day.